Hi, welcome to your daily dose. My name's Robert. My pal Susan. We don't know when you're watching this. For us today, it's July 4th. So say hi to that.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, we've been doing fireworks in my neighborhood, which is a vast view across the big horizon for the last few nights. It's like, wow, priming the pump because it's great up here.
You
Never
so
actually started.
where you're at, because you're up on a hill, you're looking down over the lake. Do they do big firework shows out where you can see and everything?
They do. There are several municipalities, Robert, and
Huh?
little country clubs and private people in their backyards. And the most I ever counted at one time, which is fairly typical, was 17 different things. You know,
Wow.
Wow, it's so much fun. It's so beautiful.
And,
It's so
and and to be descriptive here, the side of your house one is all window, like it's floor to ceiling, and it's
yes,
so the view
yes,
is spectacular, and that's
yes.
neat. What's the greatest fireworks show you think you've ever seen?
The greatest? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Right
most
here,
effective, the one that sticks in your mind.
right here, right
Yeah,
here at my house.
yeah.
All the years that I've lived here, for sure.
Oh,
And I had friends who lived next door who had us there a couple times before we moved here.
you know
It's true. How about you?
for over the years as a kid, really it was associated with baseball. We'd go to A's games, and one of my favorite things was after the game, they'd let us down onto the field on July 4th, and you'd lie back and watch, and they'd put on spectacular shows at the Coliseum. They were great.
That's so
And
cool.
you may recall in the first Boys of Summer, Dad and I went, and we saw a couple of fireworks shows. One in particular was in Chicago at US Cellular, as it was known at the time, where the White Sox play. And it was themed to the Frank Sinatra and some others of the crooner
Ah,
era. And
yeah.
it was, as Dad said, the
Ah,
greatest one he ever saw. He loved it. So,
it was
you
his
know,
music, his era. That's so cool.
yeah,
Speaking of which, we've been
yes,
going through my mom's albums,
yeah.
and I have a house guest who's a record guy. We're going to go to record stores today, and he has an app that helps sort and helps value things
You mean
and
literally vinyl records, yeah?
vinyl records.
Yeah,
And
I was a big collector one time.
what's the one in the 78s or the one in the middle, and then the little ones too?
The 45s and the 78s are bigger and
45s
thicker.
and 78s, and
45s are
then
the smaller, yeah.
yeah, yeah, she had them all.
Uh-huh.
And she she did the same thing with books, and we found this sealed silvery um, thing called Madonna sex, and not opened. And he looked it up, and on Craigslist or Etsy or someplace, it was selling between $300 and $700.
And how much was it at the store?
I don't know. Mom probably paid 25 for it or
Oh,
something.
you mean your mom had it? I see. Okay.
Yeah, it was my mom's, and so if we wanted to sell it, we there'd be a heck of a return.
Yeah, so I remember that album for her. That was 92 or 3. Very controversial. I think she had the documentary in there, and you may remember there was a scene with her and Warren Beatty. They had a tryst, and that was a thing. Yeah, I mean, Madonna, were you much of a fan?
I actually was. So I
Yeah.
got teased a lot about it because it was so pop, but wasn't necessarily a fan of her style. But the music was fun to dance to.
Yeah, her cultural influence was massive, right? She was a groundbreaker. And I wasn't always the biggest fan of necessarily even her music. I mean, I played it certainly as a DJ a lot. What I always appreciated about her as an artist was her ability to push the envelope and say, hey, here's who I am. And, I mean, were there better voices out there and everything? For sure. But she fought for cultural relevance. And I mean, like her or dislike her, she certainly found her place.
Yes. And are we doing that? Are we fearing less? Really to push that. Is that like really cool?
Yeah. So wait a minute. Tell me about that was the transition I didn't get. So I see the shirt and fear less, and where are you going with that? It flew by me, the transition.
Because we celebrate the F word like nobody's business.
There
And
it is. There was something in your mind, but I was talking to Madonna, and all of a sudden you went, "Are we doing this?" Yes, please
well,
tell me about
we
your F.
we with who we are and why we're doing these daily doses is
I got
something to do with yesandexercise.com, and I was trying to sneak it in there a little bit.
You did it.
Sorry.
No, it's there. I just needed a minute to catch up with you. And as we close on this, just bring me to, the F Festival, because that's coming up in December. So what's your daily update on how you're feeling about that?
Oh, just wonderful. We are celebrating the word F because it has so many fabulous references to the work that we do together, the yes and exercise. And today, with my house guest, who's a
Oh, I love this.
book junkie, we're going to find old beat up dictionaries at Goodwill and half price books. And we're going to tear out all the F word pages and scatter them around at the festival, among others.
So yeah, when you're at the festival, we're going to have F word pages all over the place for you to have fun with. It'll be fantastic.
There you go. Right.
Have a super 4th of July. We'll see you.
Right.